Hi, I'm Kermit Taylor, CEO of Bahamas Athletics. Today we bring you an exclusive interview with our very own Leevan Superman Sands. And I'd like to say a very special thank you to the British Colonial Hilton for allowing us their property, their suite to conduct this interview. And Leevan Superman Sands, welcome to Bahamas Athletics.
Thanks, man. Happy to be here.
All right. What's it like to be home, man? I mean, you came back home to a hero's welcome. What's it like to be home?
It feels great, I was welcomed home by ministers and Beatrice president and BOA president and my godfather and obviously my parents and family were there. Well, my daddy couldn't have made it there because he was sick, but pretty much family, friends, cousins, you know, it was amazing. It was unexpected. I was surprised and everything, so it was pretty good.
Okay. Before we get started now, and I can tell you, I'm out in left field with regards to the name Superman. I know the name Superman is regards to track and triple jump and long jump. But at what point in your career did the name Superman was stick to you, and then what was the event? What was the actual occasion that caused the name Superman?
It was in 1999 when I got it was double gold. When I got a double gold at the Carifta Games, and I came home to the name Superman, Charles Fisher.
Sounds like Charles.
Yeah, Charles Fisher is the one who gave me that name, and it stuck with me ever since. So everywhere I go, everybody called me Superman.
All
or
right.
Super.
And I'm going to make a prediction here now. I see a superwoman in the Sands family being developed. All three of my kids attended National Christian Academy, and so did your two younger sisters. The oldest one played softball, but I noticed your younger sister, the baby sister, she's really developed a following for herself and a name for herself. Talk about your baby sister now getting really starting to excel in track and field.
Oh, my baby sister, she's gonna be one of the best in the world. I already know it and I see it, already, because she has everything. She has, the physique. She has, everything. Everything about us as professional athlete, Olympian, everything. I showed her how to triple jump once, and it was amazing what I saw. I saw this big hop and step and jump. And that was only the first time I showed it to her. And obviously she does the high jump under James Rolle coaches her in the high jump. And she's already one of the best for her age, in the high jump. So I looking forward to big things from her. Not in the future.
Now, I get a chance to see her compete at the local events, and I see her really applying herself to her discipline. She's a pretty good high jumper. Does she call on you for advice and encouragement even out to today?
Not really.
No?
She's still young, I don't get involved in it right now because when I was that age, it was about having fun. So I kind of wanted to just have fun first, and then when she get maybe another 2 years, maybe when she become 17, 18, then we'll take it a little more serious, and then I'll step in and do a little bit more.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's move into now your 2011, 2012 track and field season. You're preparing for the 2012 Olympic Games. Talk about where you're based in terms of your training and who do you train with?
Henry Rolle is my coach. He had been my coach from 2013. I mean, 2003. What are you talking about? 2003, and obviously he has coached me before he went off to OIU, All Roberts, before he left St. John's, for a little bit. And I'm based in Auburn, Alabama. That's where I train. I've been there since 2003. So that's where I do all my training.
Now, I noticed he's got quite a number of elite athletes in his camp. What's it like training with Henry Rolle? Is it boot camp?
It's something like boot camp. He get emotional a lot. But he takes his work serious. That's one thing I could say, and he care a lot about the athletes. I mean, a lot of coaches, they worried about points and stuff like that. But he really care, and he try to get you prepared for the main event, which is the World Championships and Olympics. And he knows how to get you to peak at the right time.
Now, and let me first commend you. You're one of the few elite athletes that come home throughout the year to compete. If I see you a lot, you pop in and you come out to the track and you train with the young guys, with the young jumpers, and you kind of like sometimes it look like you turn back the clock a little bit and just kind of mesh with them, like as if at their level.
Yeah.
Talk about the importance of competing before the home crowd.
Man, I just love it. I love to come home. I've been waiting to have a big media, but I hope I be ready, to get in a new stadium. But, it means a lot to me because I know when I was their age, I looked up to Frank and I was hoping he would have came a lot more and worked with me, But so I learned from that I have kids looking up to me. So it's like nothing for me to come home and work with the kids because that's something I like to do, and I want to see them be better athletes, and I want to see them breaking my records.
Yeah.
It's just natural.
Now, do you see yourself eventually coming back home, and when you decide to say, okay, that's it, do you see yourself coming back home and playing a role like a coach's role in a
Yeah, I would see that, but obviously I have a family and I have to be feasible.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I would love to do that. Even I don't think I may have to come home. Maybe if I'm a coach at a university, maybe I could help develop athletes from there.
Okay.
Bring them over. That's something I want to do. Help develop some of the younger Bahamian athletes.
Okay. Let's transition now to national track and field championships. You came home, you competed, you named to the team. When you left Nassau, you were feeling like how were you mentally, physically going into the Olympic Games?
Man, well, I always take it a day at a time. I don't. It's no big deal for me. I treat it like a regular meet. Just like coming home for nationals. All of those meets, I would treat like just a normal meet. That I go to. Just normally on the circuit. I don't look at it as I don't get overwhelmed or nothing like that. I just because you could get overwhelmed. Thinking I got to go to the Olympics. I train so hard for this point, but I don't take it like that. I take it as just a regular meet.
Now, you're at the Olympic Games, and you of course there's some first timers. This is your third Olympics. What's happening with the team now? Once you all get there, you get to training camp. I guess what role do you play once you get there and you see the newcomers? They got the jitters, and what role do you play when that happens?
Well, I just try to encourage the younger ones. Me with having so much experience, I just try to tell them, this is just your first one. You just stay relaxed and just do what you could do. You don't get disappointed for your first Olympics if you don't make a final, because I always tell them, my first Olympics I didn't make the final. I went to the Olympics, I was disappointed. I even disappeared. But I was just my first Olympics, and I knew I was young, and I knew that wasn't going to be my last. So, and my second Olympics I came with a medal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I try to encourage them. I spoke to Warren and a few of the young athletes and tell them to keep their head up and stuff. When they, because they was like, you could see the disappointment on their faces. When they came back to the village. So I always try to encourage them.
Okay. Well, it's day one. You had the preliminaries to advance to try to advance to the finals and the men's triple jump. You go out there. Tell us from the point when you're up next. You take to the runway, and if my memory serves me correct, you advance in your first jump, right?
Yeah.
Take us through that experience.
Well, I had asked the Lord to just guide me on my, the prelims is the hardest thing, in triple jump, especially technical events. So, the night before I had prayed about it, and I already know it was straight because I already asked for it, and I already saw it. I already had envisioned it. So, and that's important too. You have to see it before it happened.
Okay.
I saw it before it happened.
Okay, really?
So yeah, that's what I do. So leading up to that, and then too, I use certain things to help motivate me too. Like when they was announcing everybody's name, saying who to look out for, and they didn't call my name. So I told myself, I said I'm gonna take this one jump and I'm gonna dust my shoes off. And just dust the little bit of dirt off.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did.
Took the one jump and dusted the dirt
Yeah,
off.
it's all mental. You have to see it before it happened.
So it was no surprise to you once you took that first jump and it was like, you advanced.
No, it wasn't a surprise because I was ready. I mean, leading up to that, I was second every meet, first, second. You know, I knew I was ready. I was in good shape.
Okay, so we now come to the finals of the men's triple jump. Uh, Talk about how you feel. You weren't coming in with any aches, any pains. You mentally you
Mentally, I was ready. I didn't have no pains. I was ready to win the gold.
okay.
You know, I had goal in my mind, and that's what I was going for. I don't know if you saw my first jump was huge. Everybody tell me all the time. You know, and I didn't have no jumps under 17 meters. You know,
Okay.
except the one where I fell in the pit.
But let me ask now. You're out there competing. You're out there representing the Bahamas, and I don't know if you realize it, but do you really feel the country when you're competing? Do you really feel the country when you wear that aqua black and gold uniform?
Of course, I feel it. I mean, I ran my flag colors,
Uh-huh.
and this is where I'm from. I was born and raised, and I love my country. So, um, you know, I go to war for this country. But this is where I grew up. I feel it, and everywhere I go, like since I've been home, people tell me they congratulate me and say they cry when they saw it on TV. I mean, as much time as I hear this, when I see that on TV, boy, when I saw that on TV, everybody. And then the women be like, child, when I saw that on TV.
What,
So,
what was the reaction to the more so your sisters and your mom and dad?
my parents were there. My wife was there. So, um, they couldn't believe what had happened. They was just trying to get close to me to see what exactly happened, if I could have gotten up or if everything was all right. They just didn't know what happened. They just thought I broke my leg or something like that.
No, again, like everybody else, you watch the replay over and over and over. Uh, One of the things that I looked at was I re-looked at your facial expression. You didn't seem to be in any kind of pain or any real discomfort.
Yeah, I mean, it was, but I was more upset, because I was like, man, this had to happen on this jump. I know that jump was going to be a big jump because I was floating. I was just more upset than anything because I knew, I was either first or second. I was going to be first or second, and I just knew it, and I was just upset. I mean, the pain was there, but I wasn't worried about that. I was more upset that I didn't, that I couldn't finish competing, and getting a medal for the country.
Uh-huh. And you, at the time of the injury, you were in fourth place. You ended up fifth overall with the best jump of 17.19. So even just to come out fifth uninjured, that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people say. But, when you have these goals and stuff in your head, and it's be like, they say, it's a great accomplishment. But, my goal was to come up with the goal. So, I mean, it is a great accomplishment. I came fifth, and I took 2 jumps. So I guess if you look at it that way, it was great.
Like you mentioned earlier that you've been in 3 Olympics. Compare the London Olympics to the previous 2.
I don't think that my first Olympics was disappointing because I came off a medal the year before, a world championship medal, and then my second Olympics I did stuff a little different. I didn't go to the opening ceremonies. I came in later. I came in there focused. Because, I said this is my second Olympics. I wanna do a lot better. At least make the finals. In my second Olympics. But I don't think none of them could compare to Beijing. Olympics. Obviously I got a bronze medal. At the Beijing Olympic Games. So, and then with London, it was another disappointing one. But I mean, it was still good in a way. So it was both disappointing and great.
All right, you're injured now, and you had surgery in London. Talk about the support, and I'll appreciate if you really don't want to get into much of it, but talk about the support in terms of the BOA, the B3As. Whenever you leave this country and you put on the aqua black and gold uniform and you're competing for the country, and you get injured, really the country, the federation, they should be there for you. How has this whole process been for you?
Well, I mean, a lot of them came to see me at the hospital when I was injured. I've gotten messages on Facebook from a few people, but as far as after I left, I haven't hardly heard from anybody except I mean as far as the Beatrice and my godfather Sherman Stewart, um, um, and the BOA president had called me a few times. I said, I mean, but everybody, they showed a lot of support. I mean, and I'm grateful for what they did. I'm not the type of person to be needy for nothing like that. So, I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter to me. I mean, but I appreciate when people do call and show some kind of concern.
All right. And the bills are paid, and you're going through everything is going through as far as.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. All this, the BOA, they're gonna take care of my rehab and stuff like that.
All right.
So that's they said that's gonna be covered. Just send the bills or whatever to them.
Now that we're talking about the surgery and how is the recovery process going?
It's going well. My physical therapist in Auburn, he told me I'm 4 weeks ahead, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So that's 4 weeks ahead to to when I could compete and start training again.
So you're really looking forward now to getting back on the runway and.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, man. That's my passion. That's my job. I'm an entertainer, and I love doing it. And it's fun to me. It's something that I love to do.
Now, as an athlete, and outside of the competition side of it, but you still need the federations, whether the BOA, the B3As. You still need the government. And this is just a general question with regards to support for the athletes. Do you feel that you really have the support of the B3As, the BOA, and the government in terms of looking after their elite athletes?
In terms of subvention, yeah. I mean, subvention is always good because, it's good, I guess, for motivation for the athletes. Because we have a lot of bills and stuff we have to take care of. I mean, you look at what we do. I mean, we represent the country. We put the country on the map. I mean, people, a lot of people may want to come to Bahamas because they saw us on TV.
Right.
And how long I was on the camera when I got injured.
Right.
That was a lot of promotion. But I feel like they need to put something in place for, artists like myself. There's nothing in place where, I mean, in terms of retirement, and I've been representing the country 15 years, winning medals, blood, sweat, and tears, and I don't have, like right now, I mean, I won medals, but I don't even have nothing in the show.
Okay.
Like in terms of a street name and not even a piece of property. I mean, I was the last individual medalist.
Wow.
But a lot of things they don't, they need to look out and over.
We hear this word subvention a lot, and when you look at what you have to go through the year to compete, to prepare to compete, how far does that subvention go? Because I think it needs to be clarified. For the most part, they hear, like I said, they hear the word subvention, but when you look at what you got, you guys have the physios, you have trainers, you have things happen,
Coaches,
supplements.
Yep. I mean, I spent a lot of money getting treatment, on my knees or whatever, and you may have little knocks and like little injuries. So you have to maintain your body like a car. You have to keep it oiled up. So it's the same thing. So I have to spend money and to make money. So I spend a lot of money. I invest a lot of money in my body, in order to stay healthy and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff. You fly to Germany, you spend euros, hundreds and hundreds of euros just to see the doctor there. And a lot of people don't understand that. They just see us on TV and then they be like, oh, we ain't win no medals, but we work hard and we train hard and we spend a lot of money on supplements and training and coaching fees and stuff like that.
Before we close, before we wrap up, talk about a normal day for Leevan Sands in terms of your training regimen.
Well, sometimes it could be 2 days. I go to the gym. Then you go from the gym to the track. It could be hard days. Some days, my easy days is when I just have a gym day or a pool day. Easiest day is pool day. But I mean, we take it very serious. When I hit the track, I just go all out. All the time. Go past the limit.
Let's talk about the future track and field in the Bahamas. We've had some pretty good accomplishments over the past couple of years with regards to our junior athletes. Do you feel encouraged? Do you like what you see? Do you think it could be better?
Oh yeah, no, I love what I see. I just think a lot of times, well, some of the parents, I watch, I go to track a lot and I watch, and I think sometimes they take it a little too serious, in the earlier stages.
So they don't let the kids have as much fun then?
Right. So, some of the kids already thinking pro already. Before even, fun in college. You go to college, it's supposed to be fun, and there's supposed to be no pressure like that. You think pro, last year at college. But I think the way it's going, I think we're gonna have a lot of great athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, better than us.
Really? Call some names. I'm gonna put you on the spot now. Who you watching in terms of the junior program?
No, I mean, there's a lot of athletes. I mean,
who are there? I figured you'd say the twins.
Yeah, the twins. You got the twins. And you got some other little younger jumpers coming up. You got Anthony Sharon and you got a lot of 400-meter runners. Yeah. So I mean, I think we're on up and up.
Yeah. Now you came to the ranks of Carifta, the junior meets, the collegiate level. Speak to our young people, our younger athletes are coming up. If Leevan was going to give them something that they need to run with, what would be your message to them?
Well, I mean, train hard.
And take your time with it.
Yeah, I mean, I would tell them, continue training hard. Sky's the limit, and strive on negativity. That's what I do. That's me. I like when people tell me I can't do something. You shouldn't let that discourage you. You should use it as motivation, and push harder and try to show people different. You show people better. I also think they should use your athletic ability as you should use that athletic ability to your advantage, because you could get free education, which could be very good for the parents. It take a stress and load off of them. They don't have to pay school fees. You get a free education, get your degree. That's basically it. You go and you enjoy your college life and have fun.
Final question for you. We see Leevan Superman Sands, the athlete, but you're a college grad. Talk about your college, going through college, and your degree.
Well, going to college wasn't easy because you have to stay focused on both. You can't just come to college and focus on track and field, or sports. Obviously, you came there on a track scholarship, but I mean also academic is involved. So you have to learn and focus yourself on that too. It wasn't hard for me. It was hard for me because I had to. You have to go home and study after practice. You're practicing all day. You have classes all day, then you go to practice, then you get home and you have to study. You have to study and you have exams and stuff. And, it ain't an easy task, but once you put your mind to doing something like that, and you have goals, what you want to do, I think it could be easy.
Yeah. Well, let me first let you know that going into the Olympics, I want you to know that the country was really and truly behind the success of the Bahamian on the whole. And as each one took the track, they had the support, the prayers of the country, and I want you to know you're included in that.
Yes.
So you are loved and appreciated here. But finally, also, I just want to say a very special thank you for granting Bahamas Athletics the interview.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it, man.
And
And man, you need to go to Facebook and follow us, man. you need to log on every now and again.
I have kids, man. Really. Timing, man.
Yeah.
Timing. Family. Besides the track and field, I
Yeah.
have the family.
And you have how many kids now?
Two.
Two kids?
Two boys.
Two boys.
Yeah.
How the ages?
Leevan the third and Lion.
And Lion.
Yeah.
That's his
Leevan
name,
third.
Lion?
Lion, yeah.
Really?
Lion is his name. Lion
Okay.
Sands.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 3 and
4
3
and 6 months.
4 and 6. Okay. So as 4 is Lion?
Yeah, Lion.
Is-
Lion.
Is Lion look like he's gonna put on a pair of sprints and?
Trust me. That's when you see him.
But again, thank you for your time.
Yeah, man.
I know you leave tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
So safe journey back to Alabama.
Yeah, man.
All right, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah, man. No problem.